Hello guys, welcome to Ashley Lancelot Show. I've been drinking the other night very much. This is my version of hangover cure, and also one of the things I made a lot at my one of my first or second job at On Hawaiian Barbecue. I'm making MOCO LOCO, and these are the cheapest way you can make it. I can make everything from scratch. Right now I don't have all the ingredients from scratch because they all cost money, but you want to have Dijon mustard or yellow mustard will do, ground ginger, we use fresh ginger, ground mustard, paprika, smoked paprika is fine, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, onion powder, a few cloves of garlic, Worcestershire sauce. You don't want turmeric, I don't want to add whole turmeric. 1 Spam, 1 whole onion, 2 eggs. I usually make hamburger patty from scratch, but we had these it was pretty cheap in Walmart, so we bought it. Easier it is. You need 1 or 2 hamburger patty depending how much you're going to eat. I'm going to cook it all, and we are going to start putting the dish. Also, don't forget you need to have you need to have some type of rice for your starch element for. So let's begin. So we have about 5 cloves of garlic and 1 whole onion chopped and everything else here. I forgot to ask you guys to get salt and pepper and brown gravy. Any type of gravy will do. That's the finishing towards the end. But yes, we got some chopped. We're heating up the oil, and it looks like it needs to be clean in the bottom. Don't forget to turn on the low setting or high setting, but you just want to make the oil. I need a damn new camera to do some cooking. There's been a while I did a cooking video and everything else for it as well. Nice and hot. You want no piping hot because these vegetables have a lot of water content in it, and you don't want the water to go all over the place. So slowly, gently put up. So it is. Put everything in. I need the other hand to put the other end to spread them evenly apart. We're just going to let it sweat. That's all we're going to let it do. Give it some little flavor, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of pepper. Pepper. Let's see here. And we'll sweat these off for about 3 to 4 minutes. Then put the remainder of it on the other bowl. We're just doing this to flavor the oil with the garlic and the onion for the burgers, and so we can infuse more flavor in it. I might put butter in to make a roux, but for now we're just going to leave that as it is. So guys, this is our rule. Onions and sweated, so you don't see that much oil, right? These are frozen burgers. Any type of frozen thing, do not put in hot piping oil, or you're going to burn the house down or burn yourself. These are frozen, and there's very little bit of oil in there. I'm going to salt with salt, pepper back and forth on it. Then I'm going to flip it around. Then I'm going to put it on the pan. I can't do it in both hands because one hand has the camera, one hand has my hand. So I need both my hands. So the salt, pepper both sides. Then I'm going to put it on here. Then I'm going to show you what else to do afterwards, okay? So after you have both sides, the pan's not big enough, so I'm going to put this with the sauce I'm going to make for the burgers. So you're going to fry them both sides. You're going to put like about 60 seconds each side. Then you use this component to make a little bit of hamburger steak sauce. Kind of it. It's not going to have ketchup or anything on it because we're going to use brown gravy in the end of the dish. So let that cook both sides 30 seconds. Should be a little bit crispy brown, stuff like that. And I forgot one thing you need to get. Some kind of stock or broth. I'm using beef broth because it's already open to get reduced. They get all the fun underneath the pan, so that you can get all that juicy, crispy bits out there and make it a little bit of a glaze sauce for the hamburger patty for the loco moco. So both sides been cooking, 50 seconds each. A little broth. Make sure there's not that many oil, because if there's a lot of oil, you will burn down the house. We're just deglazing the pan a little bit, not too much of it. Then you're going to sprinkle your garlic powder all around. Your ground ginger, because we're going to be flipping it around, so don't worry about it. There we go. Now it's coming out. Just put it on the sauce. You don't have to put it on the burger. You don't want, but it's gonna glaze nicely. About 1 teaspoon each of it. Not using too much of ground mustard because I'm putting Dijon mustard. You can use yellow mustard. You can also use ketchup base or barbecue sauce. Up to your preference. I like Dijon better. Has that tanginess towards it. More of a kick. Paprika. Italian seasoning. You just put that shit all over the burger. So you know. You want at least 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire. You don't need to have Worcestershire if you don't have any. That is not a problem. And you're going to have a little bit of a dollop. Come on, you can do it. So, Dijon mustard, a little bit of thickening agent. Just kind of stir it around, move the burgers, kind of stir the sauce. You shake the pan, stuff like that. It's going to keep the burgers moist for it, because you don't want the burger to dry, because this is going to be a very fattening type of food. This is more of my style of loco moco. The Hawaiian style, I can do everything from scratch. We just gotta get enough money to buy the stuff, ground everything ourselves and everything else, make the sauce, everything. I can make everything to myself. Let that reduce into like a soft consistency. You should coat the back of your metal spoon. It's also going to flavor the beef and the inside as well, because the beef is not going to be medium rare, because it's a very thin type of beef, and also it's frozen. So we are trying to make it not dry, but also moist at the same time when you take every single bite of it. But yes, we'll let you know when the sauce is kind of done for it, and see how it looks like. See, that's what we kind of want. You can see if you go back and forth of it, you can see that you keep opening up, the side, the black on the pan and bottom. That's what we really want. We just want the flavor going in the beef and glazing it. That's all. You got a second frying pan for the hamburger. Just dump in here. Also gonna fry some Spam as well. We got the hamburger in. To baste it, you tilt the pan a little bit, get a spoon. And when you baste it right, and you put juices back up on the burger, put the juices so the more flavor will go into the meat and everything else as well. Also keeping the meat moist, not dry over time. Just letting you know if you want to try that at home. I'm frying up my Spam. You can use ham, bacon if you don't have Spam or don't like Spam or the texture of it. Because all it is pork in a can. So, oops, something that's stuck in there. But we're going to fry some thin pieces of Spam for it. And pretty soon we're going to use that. Spam releases a lot of fat, just letting you know. It just needs a little bit of oil for it. And you want to try dampen it with a paper towel if it's too greasy and stuff. When it's done frying, then we'll put eggs in here as well. And we already got the gravy getting ready for it. I'm going to use 2 hands to make it. So just stretch to 1 cup of water, hot warm water, then you stir rapidly until it's thick. So let's see how it goes. Then you fry 2 eggs, and just like you put it down, just put a little cover over it so you can steam the inside. It's not going to be full sunny side. You can if you want, but you got to finesse with a little bit of oil. But I just want all the yolks to be cooked. I'm just going to cover it for about 10 to 15 seconds. All the whites should be cooked. A little bit showing the sunny side portion of it as well. I'm just letting you guys know that we are going to build. Gravy's done. That's done. Spam is done. Hamburger's done. Rice cooking is more for more people to eat. So it kind of cooks a little bit more at a time. Just close a little bit. It's a little trick. Want to work with it. When you salt and pepper it, because we have salty and savory, and the eggs are going to add a little bit more savory. There won't go too much salt on the food. We have a lot more salt in that sauteed onions and garlic as well. Okay guys, I'll do the plating for you. So we got 2 hamburger patties for this lovely dish. Make it like that. It's not gonna be the prettiest thing. 2 spams. I'm just gonna pile it up. Gonna put some dollop of onions. Like I said, it's like one of the heart attack food. Then you got your sunny side up eggs, right? And you know what next is? A little bit of gravy. Then you put sriracha, hot sauce, whatever you want. I put sriracha on mine, but there you go. There is your heart attack on the plate, MOCO LOCO. Hope you guys enjoy it, and have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.